Boy, oh boy, am I happy to be back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Amy from Pen Venture. Welcome to another fountain pen review. And in this one, we are taking a closer look at something from Taccia that's recently arrived in our inventory. And it is the Taccia Miyabi Winter Breath. And it's not the Empress, the biggest one. It's the one which it's a little bit more smaller, but yet a more limited edition if you believe it. Let's check it out. And let's start with some stretching because, wow, it's been some time since we haven't had a video review for a fountain pen on our channel, and I'm sorry for that because I was super busy with orders and all of that. Today I want to show you something that recently arrived in our inventory, something from Taccia, and we do have a video review for the big sister of this fountain pen, to say so, the Myiabi Winter Breath Empress, the bigger one. And I'm gonna link that video review up here. So that is equipped with a King of Pen nib, and I have it right here close to me. And today I'm gonna show you the smaller version, which is not that expensive, but is more limited edition. And true Pen Venture style, I'm gonna show you the fountain pen briefly because it's similar to the other one, the King of Pen version, but I'm gonna compare it to it because it's different in some aspects like size and all of that. I'm going to show you the customer experience, I'm going to show you the fountain pen, the details, I'm going to tell you something about it. And of course, after that, we will test out the writing performances and we will conclude everything in some personal opinions about this fountain pen, and we are going to end the video. Let me show you the customer experience. This is what you get when you order a Myiabi Winter Breath. It's one of these boxes, different from the King of Pen version that came with a bigger box and a bottle of ink. This one has no ink inside, and it's the classic wood box from Taccia. We have engraved right here Taccia on the lid. If we open it, 2 ink cartridges, which I think are the ones very similar to a Sailor proprietary one. Then we have the warranty and instructions about how to wash the fountain pen, how to fill it up with ink. And right here we have a pen kimono, and the fountain pen sits very comfortable right there. And the box is this one with this plush inside and a space for the fountain pen. By now you know that Taccia is a brand from Japan, and they are primarily makers of writing instruments which are made out of ebonite and urushi coated, but they do have entry-level fountain pens which are not made from ebonite and then urushi coated. Anyway, we are retailers for Taccia and we do have a lot of their models, but all of them are made out of ebonite and urushi coated. Now let me show you the fountain pen, which is right here. This is the Taccia Myiabi Winter Breath fountain pen. It's a cigar-shaped fountain pen, very beautiful, very good looking, with a lot of details, a lot of intricate details. We're going to start first with the difference in between this one and the King of Pen version, and I have them both side by side, and you can clearly see that the size is one factor. The other one is the clip, which on the King of Pen version has the clip painted. On the simpler version, this one has a silver color clip. These fountain pens, although they look similar, are very different in the way that they are feeling when you hold them. And we're going to pop in between them what is particular on one model and what is particular on the other one. The finial features this very nice dome, pointy dome to say so, which bears this beautiful urushi work, this color, and we can call it technique to say so because it's made out of the eggshell, which is cracked, and it is very intricate, displayed on the cap and on the finial. And I just love the way that it's going to transfer right here in between the cracked shell into the Raden work, which is impressive, stunning on this fountain pen, and on both fountain pens it looks so good. Cap bears this, let's say, pattern which displays equal parts of this white and the Raden, which is set with a black background, and it's a perfect contrast in between this intricate sparkly Raden and the pure white. It is simply mesmerizing to watch these little flakes which are cracked on the surface, and it looks so good. And as the color is going to approach the Raden, you can clearly see that the pieces become smaller and smaller, and there is more gap in between them, and the black shows more, and it's art. It's so nice. Moving further, the clip is silver color, and it's very let's say solid. You can clearly use this clip to clip the fountain pen, and when you have an Urushi coated fountain pen with the clip, it's very good because you can clip it and you can be sure that it won't just pop out or anything, because if it's going to hit the hard surface like the ground or a tile, a ceramic tile or a concrete or anything like this, it can chip and be damaged. Uncap the fountain pen, and we have one and we have two complete turns of the cap in order to uncap the fountain pen. There is a inner sleeve inside the cap which is spring loaded. This is how it looks when you try to cap the fountain pen, and I think the purpose of that inner sleeve is to keep the nib with ink from drying out, which I think it's a stunning feature to have on a fountain pen. Uncapping the fountain pen, we are greeted by the nib. This is the 18 karat two-tone Taccia nib, which is made by Sailor like any other Taccia nib, and I believe it's a splendid nib both in performances and looks. And it's similar with the Pro Gear regular series. It's the same nib with the same feeder, a very reliable writing tool, to say so, on a fountain pen, available in a multitude of sizes: extra fine, fine, medium broad, a zoom, and a music. And I do believe we have all of them covered in our inventory, so it's a very nice way to have a fountain pen in your favorite nib size, to say so. On the Myiabi Winter Breath Empress, the biggest one, with the King of Pen nib, you have 18 karat King of Pen size nib, which is available in only two sizes, medium and broad. So it's a more limited array of nib sizes to choose from. On the smaller version, you can pick in between pretty much anything from Taccia. And we have the logo right here, Japan, ABS plastic feeder, grip point. I would like to show you a side-by-side size comparison, and also in order for you to see that we have major changes in regards of the grip and of this two fountain pens. So the bigger one has a more chunky section with a different dimension in regards of the length and diameter, and this one right here on the fountain pen that we have for review, it's more ergonomic, more long, and it's going to fit a lot more grips than the King of Pen nib one. I'm going to show you because it's just like a snowy peak of a mountain. It looks so stunning, and it's also textured, so you can clearly feel the bumps. I do believe that right here it's sanded and right here it's not. It's left like this to have texture and to have that 3D effect. Right here we have the limited edition number, which on this fountain pen it's 60 out of 88. Just like I told you, on the King of Pen one we have the limited edition number that shows 87 out of 288. So the King of Pen version has 288 pieces in total worldwide, and this one, the normal version, has only 88 pieces. So that's a more limited edition at a lower value, to say so, which I believe it's a good thing to know. Let's move further, and we have right here the threads of the capping system, which are not that small, they are not sharp. Moving further, the barrel of the fountain pen features the same cigar shape structure, and the same pattern and the same color theme from the cap is replicated on the barrel as well, and it's very mesmerizing. When I turn the fountain pen, you can clearly see that the Raden is spectacular, and these sheets are immaculate. The spacing in between them, the colors that mix so well, because I've seen Urushi which is different, like for example one strip is pointing out towards a more chatoyant of that green with pink accents, and one towards something with blue, one with something towards green On this one, I would like to say that every single color is picked very carefully and it fits. Overall, it looks like it's cohesive, to say so. Let's see, the end point of the barrel is just like the cap, and I'm gonna put them side by side right here. You can clearly see that it's a fountain pen which is symmetrical, and I believe that it's going to be very, very nice to look at it. If it's symmetrical, it's a good point to have symmetry on a fountain pen. Now let me show you the filling system of the Taccia Myiabi Winter Breath. It's the plug-in cartridge converter which is provided with the fountain pen. It's branded with Sailor, and it's the one from Sailor, I believe the one that they have on their models of fountain pens. I want to show you something particular nice about Sailor converters. Watch this. You can take it out, clean it, put it back together, and this is something which I do appreciate a lot when it comes to Sailor converters, because I had a lot of converters that I couldn't disassemble and grease them or clean them properly, and this is very nice to know that this can be taken apart and cleaned. Pretty much this is the Taccia Myiabi Winter's Breath, the little sister of the Empress, which is equipped with a King of Pen nib size. Let me show you how this Taccia Myiabi looks side by side at a fountain pen, so you can clearly see some of the different aspects of it. And we have right here a Momento Zero Grande Arco Bronze side by side it. I have a Delta Dolce Vita Celluloid Pro Gear Regular, and this is how it looks. And let's check it out next to the same Leonardo as well. You can clearly spot that the grip section, it's a little bit lower, and it will give you a very nice and comfortable grip when you hold that fountain pen as well. Capped like this, the Taccia Myiabi Winter's Breath measures 156 millimeters in between ends. Uncapped from the tip of the nib to the end of the barrel is 135 millimeters. The grip diameter is 11 millimeters, and the total weight of the fountain pen fully inked and capped is 30 grams, and uncapped in writing position, because it's not postable, it's 20 grams. Now let me get some paper and let me show you how this nib is working on paper with some ink. And we have the pen Taccia Myiabi Winter Breath nib, 18 karat gold, medium ink. It's Sailor Magno Chingaya. Beautiful black ink. I just love this new black ink that I've got, and it's splendid. Paper Tomoe River paper, 52 GSM, and this is a Hobonichi notebook. Now let's test out the wetness. It's a medium flow nib. Here is one pass. Let's try out with double pass. Yeah, more ink, and it's going to show on the paper. Beautiful, beautiful nib, adjusted perfectly. It's 95-98% there. I wouldn't touch it to change anything in regards of dynamics, how it writes, all of that. It's a very, very reliable nib. Now let me show you how it's going to look in normal writing and when we apply a little bit of pressure. Normal, figure of eights, and we do have a very nice line. It's not the super thin medium point, which I've experienced lately. It's a little bit closer to a European medium, to say so, and it's a rigid nib, but it has a little bit of give. Do not try, don't even go there to call this one a flex nib. But if you want to apply a little bit of pressure, it's going to put out a little bit more ink and it will show like a broader line. But besides this, this is not a flex nib. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. A very nice writer. It has a little bit more feedback than a European nib. I do like the fact that this Pro Gear size nib, it's attached to a fountain pen which is a little bit more larger in regards of the proportions that matters when it comes to how the fountain pen is going to fill in writing and in holding the fountain pen. I'm going to put the notebook right here. No skipping, no hard starts, nothing whatsoever. The nib simply writes very well. And we are going to pass into conclusions. For some of you, I think Taccia it's one of those fountain pen brands which is not on your radar. When we understand what Taccia offers, it can be. Taccia is offering a very large array of Urushi fountain pens made out of ebonite in Japan with a cost which is not that high, and although it's expensive, but when you say Urushi, you kind of expect to be expensive. You can clearly see that they have a lot of experience and they do appreciate the finer details of this craft and this legacy of Urushi lacquerware from Japan. In my opinion, the Taccia Myiabi Winter Breath is the fountain pen to get from the Taccia series. I bought one myself for my collection, the King of Pen version, because I did liked that 18 karat gold King of Pen sized nib in 18 karat gold alloy, but that comes with a very hefty price tag, to say so. For the King of Pen version, that price tag is 2,625 euros, no VAT. That's a lot. That's a lot. For the one that I've presented you today, with the smaller nib and the clip which is not painted, that price point is 1,790 euros, no VAT, which is considerable lower, and you pretty much get 85-90% of the same fountain pen. It's not going to feel as beefy, it's not going to have the same grip because it doesn't have that large nib. It's the same filling system with a plug-in cartridge converter. It's the same look, overall look, this beautiful white, but it's not going to cost you that much. There is only one small detail, but again, this may be just personal taste or my OCD. For this version, you will find out that the limited edition number on the section, it's placed at an angle. When we are dealing with the King of Pen version, the one on this right here, you can clearly see that the limited edition number is on the back. So if you grip the fountain pen like so, you wouldn't see any limited edition number. When you grip this one, your finger, if we can show it like this, it's going to cover the limited edition number and you won't be able to spot the complete number. I would have loved to have this on the back of the nib, but maybe this is just my OCD going haywire. Let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with me on this one, or you think it's just a thing that's not on your list when it comes to getting or not getting this fountain pen. I do appreciate you spending this time with me on the Pen Venture YouTube channel, reviewing the Taccia Myiabi Winter Breath. Let me know in the comment section down below your suggestion, your opinion, what do you want to see next. Also, if you are interested in acquiring such a fountain pen, down below I'm gonna leave you the link for it. You can find it available on the Pen Venture website, complete with the entire nib range. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being here with us. If you want to support the growth of the Pen Venture YouTube channel, if you appreciate my content and what I do for the pen community, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. This will help me a lot with the YouTube algorithm and everything else. Down below, if you scroll, you will find the details for our website, my social media accounts, phone number, email, anything and everything that you may need in order to get in contact with us. If you want to continue watching my videos, I'm going to leave you this right here. You can click and enjoy, and right here you can click and subscribe. As always, I'm your host Emi, and I look forward to seeing you next video. Take care, stay safe, bye bye.